Hi, everybody. I'm Debbie Belaus. I'm the owner of Qigong with Debbie. I'm a yoga teacher, Qigong teacher, and Tai Chi teacher. And most of my students are over the age of 55. So it's a little bit, I mean, anybody can do this, but that's my age group. I'm in that age group. And I have found that these Eastern practices have been so very helpful for me as I'm aging. And today I want to talk about meditation in motion. So meditation, it's talked about a lot. It's a lot of people try to do it, but it happens to be, of all the things that I teach, meditation seems to be the most difficult for people to learn because you're basically asking someone to stop, do nothing, and just sit. And that's very difficult because we have very busy minds, and it's hard to quiet down the minds. But if you can learn how to do it, the benefits of meditation is just a wonderful tonic, an overall tonic for the health of your body, because it quiets down the nervous system. And when you quiet down your nervous system, the body can heal. And over the age of 55, we're more in a healing mode and repair mode. We want to repair what we've damaged over the years. And things don't repair if you're go, 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 go all the time, and you're never kind of at a stillness, but a deep contemplation, such as meditation. So the beauty of also learning this is meditation in motion. Now, I find Tai Chi to be meditation in motion because it's done very slow, it's very smooth, it's very easy also to do. Now, classical Tai Chi can be a little bit difficult to learn because a lot of the movements can be hard to understand. And then if you get frustrated with that, then it's kind of difficult to get into that. But it's still a flow. So meditation in motion is a flow of continuous movements that slow down your heart rate, that slow down the nervous system, quiets down the nervous system to kick those dopamines, those good hormones that help, like I said, to heal and repair the body. So I just want to show you a short practice, Tai Chi practice, or call a flow that can maybe bring you. I always feel like after I do it, I feel like I took a sedative or something. Like it just, and everybody says the same thing. It just puts you in the state of deep relaxation, but you're moving. So if you've never done this before, don't worry if you're doing it right or wrong. The most important thing is that you're just paying attention to what you're doing. And what we do is when you connect your breath with movement and energy, it is transformative. It can really transform how you feel physically and mentally. So enough said, we'll get started. And again, if this is your first time doing something like this, thank you for trying. Thank yourself for trying. I'll try to keep the movements pretty easy, and so you can grasp it right away. And then I always tell people, notice how you feel afterwards. And if you feel good afterwards, then maybe it's something that you want to look into a little bit further. But let's get started. We're going to come to standing. Now, you can also do these sitting as well. But for today, I'm going to show it to you standing. And as human beings, we live between earth and sky. This is our habitat between the earth energy and the sky energy above us, the atmosphere above us. This is where we thrive. This is where we live. The earth keeps us grounded, and the energy above us keeps us elongated. So we're going to root down through our feet, really sink down into the earth. And then from the base of the spine, you're going to, like somebody's got a little cord and they're just lifting you up slightly. So now the whole body is in alignment with this earth and the sky above you, and these two energy fields of energy. We emote energy about 3 feet around us. So, when you walk in a room, sometimes you'll notice somebody that really catches your eye. They might have a lot of energy they're exuding. But most of us have about 3 feet of energy around us that we exude, energy. I call this our personal space. So that's where we're going to work with. We're working with our personal space of energy around us. We're going to clear it out because energy wants to move and it has to move. And energy's formless. Our bodies are considered form because you can see it, you can touch it, you can feel it. So it's understanding, how does this energy move through this body? How do we get it to move through this body? Well, we cultivate the energy, we get it moving through the hands and through the movement of the body. And then there's this feeling of also internal movement, because we also have internal movement, because the heart is beating. We have a circulatory system and a respiratory system. We have a heart that beats. There's a lot of movement going on internally too, and that all takes energy. So think of yourself in terms of this energy field that you're going to be working with. So we'll start with this energy connection through the earth and through the sky. And I just want you to step 1 foot out to the side. This is called opening a flow. And you're simply just going to lift your arms up, shoulder height, and then you bring the arms down. That's all you have to do. You're just lifting the arms up, and then you're bringing them down. Now we're going to add a little bit more to this. As you inhale up, there's that rising up that I talked about. And then as you release, as you exhale, there's a shifting down back into that earth field. So as we inhale up, we're rising up towards the atmosphere, towards the sky. We shift into the heels, bend the knees a little bit, and then we ascend down into the earth. So we inhale, we're lifting up. As you exhale, you bend the knees slightly and you're shifting back down into that earth field. So we're just going to start with this, and then we're going to add counting to it. We're going to add a 4-second tempo, because that is the most relaxed position for your heart. So we'll start with a 4-second tempo to quiet everything down. And the last thing I'm going to ask you to do is to lift the corners of your mouth up into what's called the inner smile, because this lifts up your spirits. It also activates the vagus nerve, which is one of your longest cranial nerve in the brain that wanders down into the stomach. It's called the rest and digest cranial nerve that helps to quiet your system down just by smiling. So we're just going to continue this a little bit more as we rise up for the count of 4. And we shift down, we exhale down the count of 4. So now we're adding movement with breath. We're inhaling up and exhaling down. Now we can inhale and exhale out through the nose unless you're congested and you feel you need to use the breath, the mouth. Make sure though that you're inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth, or simply inhaling and exhaling out through the nose. So we'll continue this. I'm going to count to 4 just to kind of get used to this rhythm. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling, lifting up, and exhaling, releasing back down into that earth field. Inhaling, rising up the energy, connecting the breath with the movement and the energy that you're moving. You're inhaling, we're counting to 4. The breath, we're moving slowly and smoothly, starting to quiet everything down. So we're inhaling, connecting breath with movement and energy. We're moving the energy up and down. Now the next time, the palms of the hands are going to face up towards the sky. So we reach up towards the sky, feeling that stretch in your body. And then exhale, we're returning back to the earth. We're gathering that earth energy again from below us, and we're lifting and we're rising up, that energy up towards the sky. And then exhale, release it back down. So now we're working with that 3 feet of energy field around you. Inhaling, rising up, connecting the breath with the movement and with the energy that you're moving around. Inhaling, rise up. Slow, smooth breath, and exhale, return. And then we'll do this again. Inhaling, lifting up, rising up towards the sky, and exhaling, release. Now this time we're going to raise both arms up again, but this time take one arm and lift it all the way up and behind you, like you're scooping up that energy behind you, and then return it back to the center, forward, and then let that settle down back into the earth. And then again, lifting up the other arm, raising it, turning it around, twisting back, gathering and scooping up that energy behind you, and then bring it back, bring it forward again, and then let that settle back down into the earth. And then again, we lift up one arm, big rotation, looking behind, scooping that energy behind you, and then bring it forward, and then let that settle again. We'll do this again, lifting the other arm up and all around, scooping that energy behind you, and then bring it forward, and then let that settle in again. We're going to take that energy out to the side, shifting back down into the earth. Inhaling, lifting that earth energy, and then exhale, return it back to the earth. So you're playing with this energy that you can feel, and you're moving it in many different directions. And then we exhale, inhaling, lifting up, inner smile, and exhale, softening the knees, returning back to earth, and then inhale, lifting up once again, and then returning back to earth. Taking this hand behind you, this hand step out to the side a little bit. We're going to turn and twist towards the back. Then we release it and we turn in the other direction, twisting the energy, twisting that energy field, twisting your body, connecting the breath with the movement and the energy, transforming this moment in time where you're just gently and smoothly moving the energy around you and inside of you, all the way around, connecting with that energy. And then one more time, turning and twisting. Then we're taking the hands and we're going to cross them over in front of us and then release. So again, we're scooping up the earth energy. We're crossing that energy in front of us, and then we release it all the way around that 3 foot of energy field. And then connecting the breath with the movement, with the energy. It's the mixture cocktail for contemplation, relaxation, vitality, cleaning your energy field. So we're softly moving, lifting the corners of the mouth up, slowly connecting to the breath, the movement, and the energy all around you. And then just let that settle in. We're going to lift one arm up and then release it down. Lifting up and returning back to earth. Inhale, drawing up and drawing it, bringing it back down. Inhaling, lifting, rising, and then return. Inhale, lifting, rising, and return. This time we're going to lift the arm and the opposite leg and return. Or you just can tap the foot. If you don't want to lift the knee, just tap the foot. Rising up, tapping, or lifting the knee up. It's kind of like slow walking, breathing, paying attention to your body moving in space, moving in this time, breathing, connecting the breath with the movement, connecting the breath, the movement, and the energy. And we're storing the energy too. We're moving it around. We're breathing slowly, deep breaths in and out, kind of like a slow walk in a beautiful field, just casually walking by. No hurry, no rush, no forcing anything, just tapping the toe or lifting the knee. It's called bouncing ball. Releasing and breathing. And then come back to center. Now we're going to inhale and gather some of this energy around that you cultivated and let it just wash through you. And we'll do this a few times. Inhaling and then just washing this energy through you. We're going to make little fists with the hands. We're going to turn to one side and do a big circle with the upper body. Slow and smooth, turning the wheel. You can look at the hands if you like, connecting that breath and the slow movement with the energy that's all around you and internally inside of you. Lifting, circling the energy moving in a directional movement. And then we go to the other direction, turning the wheel, breathing, circulating, moving, no hurry, smooth, easy movements with awareness. And then settle that back in. Stepping the legs out again. We're going to move the hips back and the hands come forward. And then you move all that energy all around you, kind of like standing in a pond and moving the pebbles. Water like moving the hands through maybe a pond, moving the pebbles in the pond. But again, we're activating that earth energy through the hands. We're bending the knees, moving the hands forward, the hips go back. We lift the corners of the mouth up and feel comfortable in your body as you circulate this energy field around you, clearing it out. Meditation in motion, soft and smooth and easy. Soft and smooth and easy. And then come back to center. Again, fists with the hands. We're going to draw up this energy up through the sky and then a big circle. This is called rowing the boat over the lake. Rowing the boat over the lake. Lifting that energy up. Bringing that energy down. Lifting that energy up and bringing that energy down. And then one more time, lifting the energy up and circulating the energy down. And let that settle in. We're going to step now 1 foot to this side. So you just take the heel and step forward, feeling that front knee bend, and then we shift back. We bend the front knee, shift forward, and shift back. And now we're going to use the hands. Now we're pushing the energy out, and then you're drawing the energy in, pushing the energy out, and drawing the energy in, pushing the energy out, and drawing the energy in. Slow movement using those hands, feeling the energy coming off of the fingers and the hands, feeling a soft breeze moving through the hands, moving through your body. Soft, slow, smooth, moving forward and stepping back in. We'll do the other side, stepping to the other side, step in, push out, draw in that energy, move forward, draw in. Slow, smooth movement with slow, smooth breath, with slow, smooth energy moving around you, moving through you. Inner smile, just enjoying the ride, forward and back, smooth and slow, gentle, easy, and then back to center, and then settle that all in. We'll do this again. This time, the palms of the hands are going to face each other, and then we lean forward again, and then move out. So it's called separating the clouds. So we come forward, you're moving, you're separating, you're parting energy around you. You're parting the energy around you. Smooth, slow breath, connecting to the movement, connecting to that energy that's all around you and inside of you. Nowhere to go right now. No stress, no strain. Lifting the corners of the mouth up. And then we come back to center and then settle that in. Same thing, other side. Palms of the hands face each other. We lean forward and we separate that energy. We're separating the clouds. Breaking free. Moving with intention. and attention. Meditation in motion, moving smoothly and slowly, effortlessly, forward and back. And then come back to center and let that settle. We're going to cross the wrists, separate the legs. We're going to shift over to the side. And then you release the crossing of the arms and open them up to the other side. Then you cross the wrist again, cross over your body, and then cross to the side, and then open your arms. The receiving something you need today. It could also be offering something to the world or even to yourself. But we're crossing over the energy with the palms of the hands and the movement internally and the movement externally. Crossing the body, moving like water, effortless, smooth, slow flow. And we'll take it to the other side. Cross here and then open on this side. Coming to the other side, crossing over, opening to something new. Meditation in motion. Soft and easy, gentle flow. Then we come back to center. And we let that settle all that energy. And then we lift it up again, all the way up towards the sky, and let all this energy flow through you. Soft and gentle, comfortable, releasing, settling your entire system, internally and externally, finding that sense of balance, freedom, ease of movement. As you return from when you started in mountain, pushing, rooting down through the earth and lengthening up through the crown of the head. And then bringing the palms of the hands together as you seal this short practice, meditation in motion. And just noticing how you feel. Do you feel a little calmer? A little bit more cleared out? Hopefully it's something positive, and hopefully you'll return again and try it out. Thank you for joining me today in this practice of meditation in motion. Thank you, everyone, and be well.